What's poppin', y'all? Welcome back to another YouTube video, and today we're taking a look at a McFarlane figure for Ban from 7 Deadly Sins. He does have quite a few points of articulation at the toes, so you can bend his toes forward, at the foot, so you can twist them around, at the knee, at the hips up here as well, also at the elbow, hand, shoulder, and neck. And there is a lot of detailing in this figure, as you can already see with the sort of ankle up to his knee with all those different spots on there, his flowing cape, the 7 Deadly Sins title on the bottom of the sort of stand there, as well as the circles on either side of his collar, his scar that goes all the way down his face to his shoulder, his really sort of sly grin, and his sort of weapon, which is 4 sticks held together by chains. He even has the hole on his back there, so you can see his torso. The texture also changes on the figure depending on where you're looking. It can go from the sort of torso, which is quite smooth, to the cape, which is quite sort of rough and dotted around, and then the shoes and the trousers are also quite similar to the cape, with all these little bits of texture and feeling quite rough. And I quite like this figure. You can put his weapon in either of his hands, like both of his hands can hold this staff of his. I don't really know what to call it, but I haven't watched 7 Deadly Sins in a while. But Ban has always been one of my favorite characters. He's just so cool, and he's my favorite sin. He is the fox sin of greed, I think. I think he's the greed one, because he's constantly stealing and taking things. He's like a thief, so he's like the greedy one, and I quite like that. I think that's cool. He's just a badass, and he's also immortal. So what else is not to love about this guy? And it is a McFarlane figure, so it does cost roughly around 25 to 15 pounds. That's the sort of ballpark figure you're looking if you wanted to pick this up. I didn't get it off Amazon, which sort of gives you next day delivery if you have Prime, and it gives you free delivery if you have Prime as well. So I got this for a lot cheaper than I should have done, and he's just a cool dude. I'm so happy to have him in my collection now. He can sort of sit on my shelf with the other sort of anime figures and other figures in general, just looking really badass. It is one of the figures which I didn't really expect to get, I'm going to be honest. I would have normally gone with Banpestro for anime figures. However, this Ban figure did look really cool, and I haven't seen a Banpestro Ban figure like ever, so I had to get this one whilst I knew he was available, because I don't think he's going to be available for long. But other than that, I'm pretty happy with it. So it's a really nice figure, really detailed, and there's a lot of articulation, so you can put him in a different pose, but I think this one suits him the most, looking pretty calm, chill, and cocky with his staff over his shoulder. But other than that, I hope you all enjoyed this YouTube video. I'll see you all next one. I hope you all have an excellent day, and goodbye. Stay home and stay safe.